lesson is that we should never ever forget. And it is not 8,000 people got killed. No, there were hundreds of thousands of people that got killed in this war. But on the 11th of July, we remember the mass killing that took place in Srebrenica, when the males and the boys were gathered together and they were shot at point blank range. And we would have seen harrowing videos, we would have seen and heard emotional stories that we find difficult to even listen to. The most worrying thing is that there is denial. The denial part is the most dangerous part of it all. 28 years on, 28 years. You know, if any one of our loved one passes away and we have to wait 28 hours, we find it very difficult that, oh no, I want to bury my loved one as soon as possible or even on the same day. 28 years have gone, and even this Tuesday, there were 30 janazas that took place. 30 janazas. That loved ones are still struggling to find their loved ones who got killed in that war. And for some, they might have only found a bone to bury. And 28 years on, 30 janazas take place. And the most harrowing thing is, even on this janaza day, there is music of glory and triumph being played. The day that these janazas are taking place, just this Tuesday, there is denial. And these people, they are living amongst those that were the killers. And there hasn't been the justice that they have been seeking. Where over 8,000 people were killed in that one time, and 20 to 50,000 women and girls were raped. And this was a tool used against them to make them flee. They were hoarded up in hotels and warehouses and continuously raped just because they were Muslims. When visually looking at them, you could not tell the difference. But they had Muslim names and they called themselves Muslims. If this can happen on our doorstep here in Europe, this can happen anywhere. So what is it that we need to do? We need to eradicate intolerance and hatred. And this is something that Islam and Quran and Hadith teaches us. That we learn many lessons from this. First of all, that we remember this event and we talk about it and we teach our future generations that this is what can happen when hatred starts to thrive. So we make dua for the families who have lost their loved ones, and until today there are many that have not been able to find even a bone to be able to bury and get some peace for their loved ones who were lost in this war. We pray to Almighty Allah, may grievance become hope, may revenge become justice, may mothers' tears become prayers, that Srebrenica never happens again, to no one and to nowhere. We make a pledge. We pledge that when we hear the language of us and them, we will reach out and find common ground with our neighbors. We pledge that when we hear stereotyping and scapegoating, we will find and share alternative positive stories. We pledge that when we see discrimination in our schools or workplaces, we will challenge this and promote equal opportunities for all. We pledge that when we hear dehumanizing language, we will remind the speaker of our common humanity. We pledge that when we see members of our community becoming disenfranchised, we will make a concerted effort to engage and include them. We pledge that when we hear divisive propaganda, we will challenge this effectively. We pledge that we will protect those who speak out against human rights abuses. We pledge that when we see persecution, we will do everything in our power to protect those who are suffering. We pledge that where we believe that extermination is taking place, we will call on our governments and the international community to take immediate action. We pledge that we will always challenge denial by believing the victims and sharing their stories. We pledge that we will always choose the side of those who are suffering over the side of the oppressors. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us all. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alameen.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. 28 years ago, those of us that were here at the masjid would have witnessed and seen those families that came, fleeing their homeland, persecution, mass murder, and you would have came and welcomed these Bosnian families that came so many years ago. It is something that we shouldn't forget. People were killed. Genocide took place because people said they were Muslims or they had Muslim names. There are many lessons for us to learn from that. When we take a look at even our own country, we just celebrated the 75th year of the Windrush, when people came over from the Caribbean. And then people came over later on from the Indian subcontinent. There are many diverse country and multicultural communities that live in this country. But for us living in this country and any part of the world, we should not forget what happened in Bosnia. Just because hatred was tolerated and it thrived. Therefore, we have many lessons to learn when it comes to spreading hatred and stopping, eradicating intolerance and hatred. And this is not any one individual person's job, but it is a duty for each and every single one of us. It makes us realize the importance of masajid in our community. When we donate, it is not we donating because this is my weekly donation that I'm given, but it is an investment for our future generation. That it is these institutes and houses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala we have, where we learn Deen and Islam from, our future generation learns it from. We also learn about spreading love, community cohesion, tolerance, unity, and building bridges in the community. And this is a means of sadaqah jariyah for us long after we go, that inshallah our youngsters will be the future flag bearers and beacons and role models and examples for the rest generations to come. Therefore, when the brothers come round collecting, please give open-heartedly. But before they come, I just need to make an announcement that you might have seen there are posters around the masjid with QR codes. There is one for a WhatsApp group which the masjid is providing a service where anybody who wants to join the WhatsApp group can scan the barcode and join the group. With the benefit of that group will be that if there's any events or any programs taking place, or sometimes at short notice something is taking place, we will immediately be informed about any programs or events in the masjid. There is also a place on the website to subscribe for the email updates. But this is in addition to that, you can join the WhatsApp group as well. So for that, just look for the posters around the mosque. And there is a halakha group for boys, for the males, for the teenagers, for the boys. And for that, to join that as well, you can scan the barcode on the posters that are dotted around in the mosque. And the benefits of that, the children, the boys will come to the mosque and be able to benefit from really beneficial circles, Islamic teachings, and inshallah there will be one inshallah for the girls as well, hopefully in coming weeks. That will be announced when it is launched. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us with the benefit of this, and I'll request the brothers to come around and collect your givings. And these givings are not something just we set aside for Friday, but there is a bigger picture behind it. This is our investment for our hereafter and a means of protection from calamities, from miseries, and other challenges and trials and tribulations in this dunya as well. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you all with the very best in deen and dunya, insha'Allah. Jazakumullah. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا